And how do you go about helping them do that? Because like you said, some of them don't necessarily have a talent team already built out. So they might have no process when they start to work with you guys. So what's the process in which you guys go through to help them build that out and define all those different steps and how they should be going about things?
Yeah, I think it's really about internal alignment first, right? Like, who do we need on this interview team? Who's going to be impactful in making this decision for the business? Really having all of those people bought in for the scorecard on that role, like make sure that everyone is in alignment of who we need, why we need this, and then having all those people involved in the interview process, and then building out just a really strong, panel for that, understanding who's going to own what in the interview process in terms of questions and evaluating which areas for the role. And then just advising them on different, best practices, panel interviews, how many people you should have on that, presentations, what we've seen be successful, not successful. Do you need a presentation for this role? And then just help them kind of navigate the closing process as well in terms of compensation benchmarking, equity benchmarking, making sure that they're going in with the strongest offer first so that they can, really remove a lot of the back and forth and get the candidate they want.
And it's a lot of structure, and it's also across a wide range of companies. So what do you guys come in with, like a predefined, this is generally how our company should run their hiring process? Or do you, each time you kick off a process with new hiring managers at different companies, is it like starting on the whiteboard from scratch?
I would say it's starting on the whiteboard from scratch and hearing what's been working for them thus far, and really understanding what is important to them to get from an interview process, and then giving them advisement on what we've seen be successful, and helping them just kind of figure out the best path forward from there.
Yeah, I like that, because you're coming in with a beginner's mind. Like, obviously you have some preconceived notions about how the hiring process should run, and you'll have your best practices, but coming in and talking to the people that are going to be involved in the hiring process and learning from them and what's worked and what hasn't worked, I think allows you to build some more trust, because you're not coming in and saying, hey, we have to do X, Y, and Z. This is how we're going to run it. And you're just kind of mandating what the process is going to be. It makes it more collaborative, which I think is even more important when you're like this outside recruiting team that's not totally embedded within the business. And so you really have to build trust, I would say, even more so than like an internal recruiting team and the hiring managers that are part of the same company.